Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Soulmate series guys, and we'll be talking about quite an interesting episode that's about to go down in the Soulmate series. Guys, this episode is quite very interesting, so please don't go anywhere. Watch the video to the very end to find out what is about to go down in our favorite Starlife series Soulmates this time around between Sachin and Sayali. But before I continue to the video guys, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Sachin joking on Sayali. Then he says, "You are a burden on my life. What will I do?" She says, "Fine, I understood no one needs to take my burden. I got my answer." She packs the clothes while Paresh comes and asks, "Why were you shouting on Sayali?" Sachin then says no, she said she wants to go home. Paresh talks to Sayali and then he defends Sachin. She says, "You want me to compromise?" And he then tells me 10 times a day he calls me a burden. Sachin says, "Don't shout on my dad." While Paresh says she didn't say anything wrong. Leaving the house isn't a solution. While Sayali says, "You are responsible for my situation. I was living happy with my family. I had peace in my life. You said you would give me a good life, but you have ruined my life." Renu then comes and smiles hearing this. While Sayali says, "You have made a deal. You sold me by putting price of 27 lakhs. I'm ashamed to be married in this house. It's just your mistake." Then Paresh gets sad. Sachin raises hands in anger, but Paresh stops him, while Sayali gets her bag and leaves. Paresh and Sachin looks on, while Renu says, "Tejas, I knew Sayali will leave. I trusted Sachin." While Shobha scolds Sayali, she says, "Paresh didn't sell you. I will slap you. Paresh helped us." But then Sayali says, "I would have stayed happy here." While Shobha says, "You don't need to live in fear now. Then Sudhaka used to trouble us. You are saved now." Juhi says, "Yes, Sachin saved you from Sudhaka." Then Shobha and Sayali argues. Shobha says Paresh has lost the money. He didn't ask us for anything. He had taken care of marriage expenses. While Sayali says, "I can't say with Sachin. He hurts me a lot." Shobha then says, "Your dad raised hands on me for the first and last time. Then he got to know his mistakes. He came and apologized. There is no one such. No one is perfect. You should go back." Sayali refuses, but then Shobha then says, "You have to live in that house. Be happy. Sachin is a nice guy. I will drop you home. Apologize to Paresh first." Then she takes Sayali to Sachin's house. She asks Sayali to apologize to Paresh, while Paresh asks Sayali to get water for Shobha. Shobha apologizes to Paresh and then he says Sayali misunderstood you. You lost your life's earnings. You love her as your daughter. You have no bitterness. Sayali misbehaved. Sayali hears them and apologizes to Paresh and then he says, "I'm not angry on you. She expressed herself as she regards me as her dad. Why would I feel bad?" Sayali cries and then Paresh asks her to scold Sachin but don't leave the house. Shobha then thanks him and leaves, while Paresh says Sachin didn't understand you, but you have to understand him. Bring him to the right path. She goes to her room, then Sachin lies singing and listening to music. He gets shocked seeing Sayali. He says, "You should apologize to Dad." Then she says, "I have apologized to him." He says, "Say sorry to me also." Then she asks him to say sorry to her. He says, "You have come back so soon." Then he jokes and goes, while Roshni calls Tejas and asks, "How is your foot now?" He says, "Better. Tell me what's the matter." She says, "I wanted to meet you and talk to you." And then he says, "Okay, where shall I come?" She says, "I will share the location." Sachin gets a gift for Sayali. She checks it and sees the bangles. He says, "I'm not apologizing. You did puja for me, so I got bangles to thank you." She smiles and then she asks about the gold chain. Then he says, "I have given it for the repair of hook." He says, get ready in the evening. My friends want a party. I told Anya that I didn't know I'm getting married, so we will go and come in some time. Fix this kajra, and then she takes it. Dadiat meets Roshni at a cafe, and then she asks him to get ready for one-day job. He asks, will I get money? But she says no. If you come along, then I can take you for dinner. He asks, what's the job? Then she says, you have to do acting. He says, I can't do acting. But she says, just come with me and act happy. He asks, what character shall I play? Then she says, you have to play my husband. That PA told Madam about you. Then Madam called me to the party. If she meets you once, then that PA will never trouble me. Please, for my sake. Then he says yes. She thanks him. So back to Sayali's and Sachin's scene again. Sayali and Sachin comes to Anya's house and they see the party decoration. Everyone greets Sayali and then she says, I'm glad to meet you all. Sachin asks, will your landlord fight if we party? But Anya says he has gone out, just enjoy. Sachin then says, these are my friends. Who else will come? While Anya says, you both look like Shiv Parvati. Wow, guys, that's quite an emotional episode with arguments here and there from Sayali and Sachin. But regardless, guys, what do you think about the episode and their method of makeup and patch up? Guys, please drop what you think about them on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget, guys, that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, lovelies, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that will be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.